poppin' champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500 and so frequently here in Colorado. That one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. On the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now lock. Score. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first, second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Donald Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out of bounds. A big run there by Jones. 63 yards.
1st down, Tampa
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Take it into the Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. Pretty impressive. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
Get him to Brown right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st.
Number 30, Phillip.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That would be knocked and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task?
5 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell gets another one there.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down with Jones on 1st, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
He was
Ball at the 33. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited.
It's Fournette. Here, the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge and seal the edge with
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles. The general times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 18-yard line.
He's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37.
Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now to throw. As that will take us into the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. We're looking for year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback positives moving forward.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Touchdown Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 21, Broncos 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception.
The team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Pick it there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're like basketball teams that don't really pass. You put
one. Done by David, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
With 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that. Good. All the way down to the 9.
Brady's pass.
Well, when you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards.
Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Buccaneers 28, Broncos 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they first before it's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
Yards his pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last for Bronco fans to watch.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. You and Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
It's 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set and run. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st second down. And the first half is winding down. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Fake. Stages in the first half.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this will make the end zone. To start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now
working with them on. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Across the field and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now. Denver territory at the 43. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards.
Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
17.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper.
They're down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start and get back to where you were to start that.
Taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
At their own 46-yard line.
Tampa Bay.
Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another. They can't seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
2nd and 9. It's 3rd.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Timmy Chicken able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
And out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he has him. Gets this one away. This one right on the 5-yard line.
1st and 10.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down up to about the 7. Give him a couple on carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him.
And him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Every year, there's a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, his first 2 years between tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Tim Patrick.
He attempted a deep ball there and didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left to the marked out at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Fant on the short completion.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. A 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers.
They're not going to get him. The 30. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now, and get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
Nice to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to pound the goal. And it's intercepted the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35. Broncos 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they can. A nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call a pickup of 6.
He's brought down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Complete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 7.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady. Yardage brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is hot. I think he got that with one hand.
Brady's pass.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a screen pass. Get him out after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a
Down to running back for it.
Brady's pass.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And 8.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay to it, he makes
a gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Rob Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Right. And all the way down inside the 5-4.
Ronald Jones.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Tampa Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Meanwhile, for
Kids
Denver,
screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through